Hey, it's Miss Alana working on math, being smart, awesome, and amazing just like you. We are working on this week's standards and math task. This video is BAM! The yellow table, not the yellow standard. We are working on which standard for this one? Geometry, so make sure you are watching the right video. There are two geometry videos, so make sure this is the right one. If not, go find the other one. All right, so the standard, you can either read it with me on your fancy triangular prism or on the board with me or on your task card. It says geometry. For the domain, the essential question is how can categorizing two-dimensional figures show shared attributes? Our learning target is I understand that all two-dimensional figures within a category share the same attributes. Our standard is MGSE5.G3. Understand that attributes belonging to a category of two-dimensional figures also belong to all subcategories of that category. What? All right, for example, all rectangles have 4 right angles and squares are rectangles, so all squares have 4 right angles. Oh my. All right, and we'll talk about that more. If you're confused, here are some vocabulary words. Remember, what are you writing in your journal? Write the learning target. You can write other things too. Remember, we have highlighters. You might have a highlighter. Highlight any keywords, anything you want to that is important to you. Our vocabulary words, attributes, category, two-dimensional figure, subcategory, rectangles, right angles, and squares. Our rigor, our challenge for this task is to understand attributes belong to categories and subcategories. All right, are you ready to begin? Let's begin. All right, so we are working on this task right here. Bam. And it says, place an X over the shapes that do not belong in the table. So what do you need to do? Write your learning target and go ahead and draw this chart in your journal so you can just do the work right there. Do not put the X on the task card because other kids need to use it also. So make sure that you write it in your journal. Before we do that, we have some clues for learning right here. Here are key vocabulary terms with their definitions. So I'm going to read through that. If you want to pause the video and write these in your journal so you can study it for next time, that's so great. That's how you become smarter and smarter every day. So read it with me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's start. A quadrilateral is what? A plane figure that has 4 sides and 4 angles. The next one, parallelogram, is a quadrilateral that has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. The next one, rhombus, is a parallelogram with 4 sides that have equal length. The next term, rectangle, is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. Square is a rectangle with 4 sides that have the same length. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with only 1 pair of parallel sides. And the last one, a kite, is a quadrilateral with 2 different pairs of connected sides that have the same length. Okay? So real quickly, I want to go over some keywords. All right, anything that has 4 sides is a what? Quadrilateral. Okay? So quadrilaterals, anything with 4 sides. And there's another key term here that a lot of them talked about are parallel lines. Do you know what parallel lines are? All right, parallel lines are lines that go the same direction, that keep on going, and they will never touch. So, for example, bam, parallel lines. Bam, parallel lines. Look, parallel lines, you see? Parallel lines, parallel lines, parallel lines. Those are parallel lines. Now, these are not, because look, they're going to cross, so those are not parallel lines, those are intersecting. We'll talk about that next time. So, parallel lines. Parallel lines. Oh, you could do a dance. You could do a dance. Do a dance. Parallel lines. Parallel. Okay. Those are parallel lines. And what else? All right. There was another keyword I want to talk about. Angles. Right angles. What are right angles? Okay. There's no such thing as wrong angles. Wrong. No. Right angles. Okay. Not left and right. No. Right angles measure how many degrees? 90 degrees. That means they look like that. It's like a perfect square at the corner. It's like a perfect. Are my arms straight? All right. That's a right angle. You can do that right angle right there, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. Look at this one. This first column says rectangle. So we can go back to our clues for learning and see what is a rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. Well, what's a parallelogram? You can look right here. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral that has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. That means these 2 are parallel, those 2 are parallel. Or it could go parallel, parallel. All right, so 2 sets that are parallel. Is this a parallelogram? Yes, because look, bam, parallel, parallel. But the other clue is for a rectangle, does it have 4 right angles? Look at the corners. The corners. Nope, the corners are not right angles, so go ahead and X that out. Look at the next one. Is this a rectangle? Look at the clue. Is it a parallelogram? Yes, because look, the top and the bottom are parallel. They go the same way. The left and the right are parallel. And what's the other condition? Is that it has 4 right angles. Look at the corners. Are those right angles? Yes. So I'm going to just put a little check right there. I'm going to put a check right there. Or you can put a check inside. Maybe we'll just put the check inside. Let's put the check. I'm going to put the check inside right there. Okay. The last one. Is this a rectangle? Is it a parallelogram? Look, the top and the bottom lines are parallel. The left and the right are parallel. Yes. Do they have right angles? Yes. Bam, right there. So these 2 match. Now, you know this has a special name. It's also a square because it has equal sides, but it is also a rectangle, okay? So that's what they were talking about when they said categories, subcategories, and they belong in the same category, okay? Rhombus. Let's see what a rhombus is. Rhombus right here. A rhombus is a parallelogram, so we know what that is, with 4 sides that have equal length. All right? So parallelogram, parallel, 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 and the 4 sides are equal to each other. Okay? All the lengths of all the sides are equal. So is this a rhombus? Well, it is a parallelogram, but it is not a rhombus because look, the sides are not equal. So cross that out. The next one, is this a rhombus? Let's check the clues. Is it a parallelogram? Yes, because parallel, parallel. Are the sides equal? Yes. And the special name is also a square. But what makes a square? Square are the 4 right angles. Okay. The next one, is this a rhombus? Is it a parallelogram? Look. Yep, that's parallel. That's parallel. And are the sides equal? Yep, they look equal. So that is also a, what kind of check is that? What in the world? Okay. The next one, trapezoid. Let's read what a trapezoid is. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral. That means it has 4 sides, 4 angles, with only 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay? So that means only 1 set is parallel. So this might be parallel, but then the top and the bottom are like, ah. That would be a trapezoid. Or maybe the top and the bottom are parallel, like, oh yeah. But the sides are like, ah, not parallel. Look at this first one. Is it a quadrilateral? Well, guess what? They all are because they all have 4 sides, 4 angles. And does it have only 1 pair of parallel sides? Yes. And where are those sides that are parallel? The top and the bottom are parallel. Do you see that? The top and the bottom are parallel. The left and the right are not because, look, they're going to cross. So that is a trapezoid. Look at the next one. Is this a trapezoid? No, because there are 2 pairs of parallel lines. Look, that's parallel and that's parallel. So that is not a trapezoid. What is that? That is a parallelogram, and it looks like a rhombus also because it has equal sides. And the last one. Is that a trapezoid? Oh, no, because look, these 2 are not parallel. Look, it's going to cross right here. And these 2 are not parallel. So that is not, and what's the special name for that? No, it's not even a kite because a kite would have equal length sides. So that's just going to be a quadrilateral. It just has 4 sides, 4 angles. No special. Well, it's special. Everything is special. All right, so we are done with this one. I hope you have a better understanding of the quadrilaterals. If not, watch the video again. Make sure you write your notes, study those notes. That's how you get smarter and smarter every day. Love you.